Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get into the news, the latest, what's happening, not just at Chelsea, but we have to speak about Manchester United because now the rumours are really going into a tailspin. And only for the reason that I think everyone can blatantly see, United are a mess, and now it's gone to a certain place, which is now getting pretty dire. So we'll get to that later on in the video, but we're going to start off with Chelsea. Before we do, to start off with, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, as the content is flying. Now there will be a double upload tomorrow. Make sure you guys are there for that. And Sunday is preview day for Tottenham versus Chelsea. The big game on Monday. That's going to be huge for all the reasons that are listed. It's going to be huge for Tottenham and for Chelsea. So we're going to get into all of that on Sunday. Make sure you are there. Now, talking about Chelsea, we got Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. Yesterday, Chelsea did get through into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup after beating Blackburn 2-0. We were here for the watch-along. I gave you my review. I wasn't chuffed with the performance. By the way, can I just say on that point, I wasn't chuffed on the performance. I actually got some people in the comments telling me, Younes, but we won, so relax. When I said on this channel, I want a win by any means necessary, and I don't care how, that was applicable to all Premier League teams, yeah? I'm talking in the league. I'm talking if we were in Europe. I'm talking about opposition where we are looking and going, yeah, we're on that level. I don't care how we win. I just want to win. Not against 12th placed championship side Blackburn, who he didn't even play well. This is my point. This is why I said, yeah, job done, we got through, fantastic, but bloody hell, it was painful to watch at times. That has to be said. Just because we won, all right, if we played Port Vale, right, and we got through in that manner, but we won, innit? So that's all I care about. Like, no, not against Port Vale. You know, against Brentford, yes. Against Everton, yes. Against even Luton Town, Sheffield United, Burnley, yes. Premier League, absolutely. But to have that excuse against a championship side who are mid-table in the championship, I'm sorry, the performance comes into play as well. Because it's meant to be levels. But we didn't even establish that yesterday. So I'm glad we won, right? But that's technically the only positive aside from Cole Palmer being Cole Palmer as usual. I mean, he's such a joy to watch. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But we play Newcastle in the next round. And I got to be honest off the bat, I ain't confident for Newcastle. Why? Because, well, on one condition, if we don't pick up form in the Premier League, if we do pick up form in the Premier League, we can carry some confidence into it, and I think we might be able to do something at home. However, Newcastle are the epitome of teams that are hard to break down. They are the hardest team to break down as far as I'm concerned. They will let you have the ball. And you know what happens when we are allowed the ball and we have to play against a team that's going to sit low? Newcastle don't always sit low, but they sit low when they have to. And they're not stupid, and neither are anyone else. Even Tottenham. People are expecting Tottenham to be an easier game because are they going to let us have the ball? Who's to say they're going to let us have the ball as much as, you know, say other teams? But at the same time, who's to say that they're going to dominate? If anything, yes, they like to play with the ball too, but they're going to look at this and go, we know a blueprint to beat Chelsea, yeah? Don't give them 100% of the ball, but let them have most of it. Let them have most of it, and we're going to play our football on the break. We're going to play our football in moments. Who knows? Who knows? They wouldn't be wrong to do that. So I am not undermining the capabilities of the other teams, Newcastle included, and for me, it's not a good draw. I would have rather play against Liverpool than Newcastle in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup. Hands down. I'd rather West Ham, I'd rather any of the other teams rather than Newcastle. For me, that's the worst possible draw. So let me know your thoughts on that draw. Newcastle at home in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's get into the news. Starting off with this. This is Let's look. Here it is. Chelsea are willing to play the long game to sign Aaron Ramsdale. The Blues know prizing £50 million rated Ramsdale away from their London rivals Arsenal mid-season could be challenging, but are ready to push hard for his signature next summer. What are we doing? 50 million for Aaron Ramsdale? Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. No, we better not. When it gets to summer, we better not. Not 50 million for Aaron Ramsdale, please. Look, we have respectfully, we have thrown a lot of money out of the window. Yeah. Let's not throw more. Please. Please. No. We better not. Look, if we go after Aaron Ramsdale and we pay 50 million, everything that we said was good about our recruitment team is dismissed and it's put away in the bin. As far as I'm concerned. Do you rate Aaron Ramsdale for 50 million? Let me know if you do. If you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't, let me know in the comments. Personally, I think that would be dreadful. I don't think he's as reliable as people think. I don't think he's as accomplished as people think. I don't see him as a £50 million rated goalkeeper. You know? 30? Yeah. 35? Perhaps. 50? Come on, no. I mean, it's crazy. Onana was worth 50. You know, like, I really wouldn't. Not Aaron Ramsdale. We need to go and get a proper, if Sanchez is not going to be it, a proper in and out number one goalkeeper with quality. I'm more hyped on Unai Simon from Athletic Bilbao than Aaron Ramsdale, without question. So I think it would be dreadful. Personally, I think it would be dreadful. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Now, Chelsea have made an appointment today, and this is actually kind of surprising. I didn't see this coming, and I know who this is, but, well, not personally, but let's get into it. Chelsea have appointed Times journalist Tom Roddy to lead its football communications, with communications director Toby Craig set to leave the club at the end of this year. We have the exclusive from Danny Rogers. Chelsea FC hires Times journo as new comms head. Congrats and good luck to Tom Roddy. And that is his Twitter. Yep, he is. Times and Sunday Times reporter. So, yes, that was pretty surprising. You know, and I know some people are not going to like it. Some people are going to say, oh, well, look, we do have ties with certain journalists and this, that, and the other. And, you know, there's going to be allegations of brown envelopes and all of that. We know how it is. And to be honest, I can't dismiss that. It's a possibility here. It's a possibility, for sure. So, but head of communications, right? I'm not surprised they've gone after a journalist because it's a communication role. So I ain't surprised. What are the repercussions of it? I got to say, I don't know Tom Roddy too well. I've quoted him on this channel from time to time in the past, briefly, in terms of a couple of articles that he's come out with in relation to Chelsea, and Man United. But yeah, all I can say, because I don't know him, is good luck in the role. Head of communications. Please do a good job. And please, look, because journalists are journalists, and at the end of the day, right, we know how dodgy they can be. Please don't bring any dodginess to the role. Please don't. Like, you're not working for a paper anymore. You're working for a fully fledged, what's meant to be elite, higher, top level football club in this country. Don't bring any dodginess. Leave that at the tabloids and leave that at the papers. Yeah, so let's hope that's going to be the case, and we'll see what happens. Good luck to Tom Roddy on the role. Now, someone who is looking to be seeking a role, and we heard John Terry speak on the John Obi Mikel podcast. If you haven't seen that already, please go and see that. It's such a good podcast, and Didier Drogba's going to be a future guest on there, so do check out the Obi-Wan podcast. John Obi needs to pay me for that. I'll send you the invoice. With Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard looking for a job. He's looking for a job. Has he got one? Here it is. Former Chelsea manager Frank Lampard has emerged as the new bookmakers' favourite to take over at Bristol City. Look, I have to be honest, right? And if I'm going to check Bristol City, where are they? okay, 15th in the Championship. But, it's a job. And look, why I mentioned John Terry is because he mentioned it himself on the podcast. It's very difficult to get a job, as a manager. And that's if you don't really have the experience, because John Terry had all the attributes, it seemed, but they just didn't give him any role because he's not experienced. And, he's like, well, where do you start with experience? You start by being offered a role. Frank Lampard does have experience. It's not gone well, but it's experience, So for Bristol City, I would advise take the job. Take the job. Right now, Frank Lampard trying to get anything higher than a Championship job would be pretty crazy, delusional. It's not going to happen. So I would honestly take this and try and build your way up. Take it easy, take it slow. Doesn't need to be in a rush. You don't need to be looking to win the Championship from the get-go. I mean, that's the aim. But Bristol City don't exactly have, I'm guessing, quality that's going to win the Championship. So a playoff place, perhaps, and then build your way up from there and see if you can get them to the Premier League. And if he were to do that, I think he'd be heaped with praise, which would be deserved. So, yeah, go and get yourself back in management. I really want him to succeed. I want John Terry to get a job. I want to see these guys in management and do well. I really do. So, Frank Lampard, Bristol City, go for it, my friend. Go for it. Good luck. Now, talking about someone that is not seeing very much luck, we turn our attentions over to Manchester United. This has to be addressed. We've got big news coming out today. And it's a matter of time. Can I just say, people need to stop having this expectation that it's not going to get to this point, right? I'm going to address that in a sec, actually, because it doesn't just apply to Manchester United fans, but it's to everyone. I feel like everyone needs a reality check. Let's get into it. Sources say key players are concerned about tactic, substitution choices and the transfers made by Erik ten Hag at Manchester United. Dressing room is not fully behind the Dutch manager. That came from Fraser Fletcher. On top of that, and I will show you more, we've got more from the Times. Breaking, Manchester United are considering alternatives to Erik ten Hag, who is thought to be on thin ice after overseeing the club's worst start to a season in 61 years. 61 years! 61! Oh my God! Hang on, 61 years ago was... Let me try and math this. 19... Bloody hell, my brain's frozen. 1962? 1962! Oh my God. Or almost 1963, you could say, because we're about to go into 2024. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Man, and that goes to show you you see, now this is where I'm going to hit people with the reality check. I'm sorry. I don't care who the manager is. There's some people say, no, but you can't sack Erik ten Hag, right? We have to stick by him. I'm sorry. Even with the problems at the club, when you have a team that's performing like this, your worst start in 61 years, 6 decades, right? That predates when did Manchester United win the European Cup? Was it the late 50s or was it the early 60s? We're going back to then. You're going back to Busby Babes. You're going back to those days. It's the worst start to a season since then. If that happens, I'm sorry. It could be Pep Guardiola. You are fired, mate. You are gone. Finito. The fact that some people go, no, but if we just stick with it, it's going to be okay. If you were running that club, and I don't want to say, I don't want to compare some Man United fans to the Glazers, right? Because the Glazers really do not give a damn. And it's because of them they're in this situation. But on a footballing level, with the team that Manchester United do have, they should not be in this situation. No matter what's going on upstairs. We saw there was a punditry section on Sky, between Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher and Michael Richards. And Jamie Carragher made this point, and I agreed with him completely, because Gary Neville immediately started speaking about the Glazers. And Jamie Carragher was spot on by going, no, look, just on a footballing level, forget the board. In terms of what happens in training, the players and the manager and what's going on there, these performances are unacceptable. It's as simple as that. And I agree. I completely agree. Erik ten Hag has a big responsibility for why the team has crumbled. Yes, there's things going on upstairs. Yes, there's things happening at the club which sets the tone. The standards at the club are in the bin, but the standards are at the club, and I truly now I'm starting to believe this. The standards are in the bin. That has alluded to the Glazers going out and getting a manager like Erik ten Hag, who they've not really studied from the get-go. What do I mean by that? I said, right, a little while ago, Erik ten Hag isn't a manager. He's how can I say it? He's an educator. Erik ten Hag is someone who fits Ajax to a T. He's someone that can take really young players and show them the way, to educate them, to get them to understand about professional football at the highest level, what it takes to get there. But to manage the best at the highest level, to manage ego, to manage a team like Manchester United, to manage a team that's trying to compete for the best trophies in world football, Ten Hag cannot be that guy. He just cannot. He's not that guy. And I felt like that for a while. And that's why recently, when results started turning, I was like, I don't think Ten Hag's going to survive. I don't see it. He hasn't got it. He hasn't got it. So when I'm seeing Man United playing the way they're doing now and the rumours are popping up, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit. And it's a correct decision to get rid of him. It's a correct decision. Now, who are they going to bring in? That's a different story. And that could be why I think some fans are scared, because they are looking and going, okay, we sacked Ten Hag. Who's next? Well, it turns out who's next could be either one of these guys. Let's get into it. Manchester United views Sporting's Ruben Amorim and Zinedine Zidane as potential replacements for Erik ten Hag. That's come from The Times. Let me tell you, Zidane will be better than Ten Hag. Hands down. But Zidane won't take the Man United job. I don't believe Zidane will come to England at all. So for me, that one is ticked off. I think Zidane is waiting for something in France. I think he wants either the French national team, some job at Marseille, something along those brackets, or a potential move to Saudi or something. I don't see him coming to Manchester United or the Premier League. I just don't. So Zidane, yes, Zidane I think would do much better than Ten Hag. And he would command that respect. Ten Hag, I think, has been too, I don't want to say too harsh, but he's mismanaged the situation. Instead, to get the players with the big personalities on his side, he's turned all of them against him. We saw what happened with Ronaldo. We're seeing what's happening with Sancho. Now, I'm not saying someone like Sancho is correct, but you have to ask the questions. Is Sancho crazy? I'm starting to think he's not. I'm starting to think, yeah, no, you know what? There's more to this story. Because it seems like Ten Hag is a character who's just ultra harsh, Ultra, no, it's my way. It's my way. And you're going to do it my way, no matter what. And he doesn't smile, Instead of trying to blend the two, show the discipline. I need the respect here. But if you're doing what you're doing, I'm here for you. I will give you my advice. I will put my arm around your shoulder. I will show you the way. Manage the situation. This is what I'm saying. I don't think he's a manager. He's an educator for young players, yes, but he's not a manager for the players at the highest level. So, yeah, Amorim, he's done good things, but he's unproven though. So, But then again, look, we said that about Postecoglou, and look what he's doing. You never know. Maybe it is time to take the leap of faith. Maybe you do go in for a manager that's not really been given an opportunity yet. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But it comes to the decision makers at the top. And unfortunately for Manchester United, this is where they're also in the mud. Because the people making the decisions at the club ain't got a clue what they're doing. So Ten Hag, the next manager, whoever, right now, I feel like they're just going to make wrong decision. And it's just not going to work. So Man United, I think, are in the mud. And I want to leave you with this. Because when they did have someone with mental capacity to think, right? This is what he said. And people called him crazy. He's always right. Years down the line, it always happens. There's numerous examples. 3, 4, 5 years down the line, we always go back and go, oh yeah, you know what? He had a point. He had a point. Who? The special one. One of the best jobs of my career was to finish second with Man United in the Premier League. People don't know what's going on behind the scenes. He said that in 2019. And there you go. He was spot on. He was spot on. And all of us heard that, me included, and went, what? Is he sure? He won the treble at Inter. He got Chelsea their first league title in 50 years. He won everything at Chelsea except the Champions League. We came close. He done something mad at Real Madrid. Basically put Barcelona on their bums. He done a madness at Porto. Won the European, both European trophies. He won the UEFA Cup, and then he went on to win the Champions League the next season with barely any resources. But he's done some big things, right? But this was his biggest accomplishment. And now you know why. Now we all know why. He was right. He was spot on. So, Man United in the mud. Simple. This is why videos ago I was saying, United, you're in the mud. You're in the mud. We're seeing it. You'll see it. They're in the mud. They are well and truly in the mud. What pains me is that Chelsea are somehow behind this team. How are we behind this football club in the league? I don't understand. You know, so look, bring on Monday. Bring on Monday and let's see what's going to happen. But I do want to end with, when a football club gets to a certain level where they are performing so bad, right? I'm sorry, but at that point, it's logical. It's just the way that it is. Football clubs have to take action. The manager's going to have his head chopped. It just is what it is. You just have to deal with that. And if you were in that position, you would do the same thing because you just wouldn't risk it. We've seen top managers get fired because it's just got to a level that's unbearable. That's just the reality. So it is what it is. That's the reality of it. Which is why managers have to make sure they're good enough to keep a team at a certain level if they are trying to acquire a certain standard. For the teams like Manchester United, Chelsea included, Poch is under the lens here. You know, we can't finish 12th or 13th. I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. I don't care. It's unacceptable. And people can blame the ownership, absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, the owners haven't done a great job overall in terms of how they've managed this football club. But with the team that we have, there's no excuse to be 12th or 13th. There just isn't. Do you know what I mean? But if you're 7th, if you're 8th at best, at worst, sorry, it's understandable for where the club is at the moment. You can understand it. The same applies for Manchester United. No one's telling them to go and win the title. But, come on. You got to be, at a certain level. You can't be falling to the depths of hell. Ten Hag's going to pay the price for it because clearly, with the last few performances, he has completely lost the dressing room. It's evident. It's evident. So, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you see Erik ten Hag getting the chop or do you not? Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see all of you tomorrow for a double upload. Make sure you're here for that. Thank you all very much. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much. Don't forget to check out the socials. My new Instagram, which is active, and my Twitter, as well as all the other links in the description. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you then. Take care and peace.